All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video we're going to be in the 147-pound division where some rumors have been put to rest by Errol Spence Jr.'s team, I am told, and all that hating y'all fake Bud fans are out there doing is has a significant chance of flying back in your face. There was some video put out about Errol Spence Jr., which wound up being a misrepresentation of what the truth actually is. And on an editorial note, y'all putting some real bad juju out there on Bud Crawford, and I'm going to let you know exactly what it is that you're doing because, dog, we just saw some real funny things happen in boxing, man, and nobody is above the funny business hitting them. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video we're going to be in the 147-pound division where I got an update for you, or a correction of an update that was made related to Errol Spence Jr. in the lead up to the Errol Spence Terence Crawford rematch, which should be taking place as soon as we figure out exactly what network the fight is going to take place on. There's announcements that we're waiting to hear from the PBC as to where they are going to go for the year 2024. And I am waiting with bated breath and hoping that it comes very, very soon so we can get this sport of boxing popping again. We've had a tremendous 2023, and whatever they're going to do, I hope that it's just going to carry through all of 2024 and not just start well and then kind of end with a little bit of a fizzle like it has this October, November, and December. But it should pick up again with the Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis fight, and the David Benavidez versus Andrade card, and the Shakur Stevenson versus De Los Santos card. Definitely still have some real good stuff coming up, but got to do some corrections on what's going on with Errol Spence Jr. and give y'all a little bit of warning, man, on this stuff you guys keep doing and keep saying, because, man, life can be real funny. But before I get into it, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. It really does mean a lot, man. So, you know there's this phrase out there that says, you know, God don't like ugly, right? Now, what does that mean? It means they don't like you doing things that are nasty, doing things that are spiteful, doing things like lying excessively, all of those type of things throw the universe out of whack. And the universe or God will self-correct and slap you upside the head for it. So that's my belief. That's how I interpret it. If you interpret it differently, that's cool. But this is the world according to me in this in this particular video. So let me tell you what I'm talking about. So there was some video that came out, supposedly had come out, pictures that had supposedly come out a couple weeks ago with Errol Spence Jr. looking big, looking chunky. He was holding a dog, a big mastiff type puppy in his hand, with a man that was apparently a dog trainer with a really big black mastiff with him. So it looked like Errol Spence Jr. was on his farm. Maybe he bought a puppy, or his dog gave birth to puppies, and he was holding the puppy, taking pictures. You could see that there was no definition to the muscles on his arms, no significant definition to the muscles on his arms. His stomach, from the way that he stood, looked rounded. His cheek, his jaw line looked rounded. And as a result, people took that and said, Errol is obviously not training. He's not getting ready for this upcoming fight with Terence Crawford. While Terence Crawford, on the other hand, whenever he's pictured, you see him looking very lean. He looks as if his chest and his abdomen are very lean, and the muscles are clearly defined. His arm muscles are clearly defined. He has sweat covering him. He's in the gym, and the caption is, Terence Crawford always in the gym. So people have been drawing this comparison between the two, that Errol is lazy and Terence Crawford is a gym rat. This picture added to that narrative, that perception. Only problem was that picture was old, and the video was old, and Errol Spence Jr.'s team, I am told, is saying that is not a recent picture of him. That is just somebody out there trying to use old footage as a way to kick Errol Spence Jr. when he's down, to diminish the public perception of Errol Spence Jr. heading into the rematch that he has exercised for the weight of 154 pounds, and to which Terence Crawford has already agreed. Now, this is where I say that God don't like ugly. Hey, it is not necessary, nor is it beneficial for Terence Crawford, for fans of Terence Crawford, to try to set up and make Errol Spence Jr. look bad. It was not smart for Steve Nelson to talk about what a waste of time the fight is and how the fight won't sell. Because it is your job, if you are on Terence Crawford's team, to build the fight. Because if the fight doesn't sell and people are not interested in it because of all these shenanigans and all of this nonsense going on around, it's going to affect Terence Crawford, and it's going to affect Terence Crawford's marketability and all of the above. It's not good for him for you to dump on somebody that is in a partnership with him. Because that's when you negotiate a fight. That's what it is. You're agreeing to partner in a business venture where you both make money. Fans being adversarial about it should help sell the fight. But when you just concoct things to drag the man's name down and make it look like it's not worth watching, that defeats the purpose of the conversation. However, I also want to point out that just because Terence Crawford is in the gym and training does not mean that he is impervious to the temptations of other human beings, which, after you having a tremendous amount of success, underrating the other opponent going into it. Because as Errol Spence said on the shirt that he released and in interviews before that, if he had an excuse, he's not going to give it to you. So if Errol winds up having been compromised in the first fight by the weight and by his layoff and by whatever issues that he had, and he overcomes those, and Terence Crawford is listening to some of you all and the attitude that you guys have about the fight, Terence may not mentally be as sharp as he should be. And here's another thing. When you have somebody that's not expected to win, like Francis Ngannou against Tyson Fury, any and everything that underdog does looks and is exaggerated and amplified in the eyes of the judges and of the fans. So you might wind up seeing yourself losing a fight out of pure arrogance. And again, God don't like ugly. So that's my take on the situation. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.